I live in Old Town Chiang Mai, home of Chetty Luang, vibrant temples and architecture, a bustling night market, wonderful people, so much to do and see just in Old Town. And this is the Taipei Gate. Behind me is the moat. And this is where the wall would be. The structure of the wall is not here anymore. But today, we're going to talk about Old City Chiang Mai. The Wall Explained. All right, so this is the wall. Now, this wall was built to stop the invasion of the Burmese. So there's no climbing on the wall or anything, but I'm gonna go to this outside part here. Let's check it out. Now this is really cool to me. The ancient wall. So this wall was built in the 13th to 18th century, again, to keep out the Burmese invasion. And it was built by the Lana people. Like here you can see the moat from the city. And on the other side is the rest of Chiang Mai. So the Taipei Gate is located on the west side of Old City. Old City is what tourists and expats call it. It's just called Chiang Mai, downtown Chiang Mai to locals. But it's pretty much the epicenter of everything is here. Now let's go check out this gate. This is the main gate that you come into when you come into Old City, the most iconic one. And this is where you would come in when you come straight to the gate. And this is the Taipei Gate. Behind me here, you can see people doing their Instagram thing right here. So this is that area where the gate is like the most iconic looking and where you can get the pigeons to jump in the air so you can take your picture. Many people come to Chiang Mai to visit the old city. It's full of great architecture, landmarks, temples, hustling, bustling markets. I mean, I think the biggest market is on the Sunday market here. Is in Old Town. Again, Old Town, downtown, whatever you want to call it. But this is one of the highlights of all of Chiang Mai. This wall was to protect them from invasion. Historically, Chiang Mai is one of the coolest places in all of Southeast Asia. They say this wall dates back to 1296. I think this is really funny how they built this the wall and the moat to keep out Burmese and Burmese cuisine. Let's try to get in again. This is the northwest side of the wall, and over through that way, if you go that way, that's where Neiman is. And Neiman area is more for your backpackers and digital nomads. And it's a newer area, so that's where you're gonna find all your condos and high rises and things like that. There's condos and high rises everywhere, but Neiman's like the newer, hipper area. Hey! Chiang Mai! Woo! All right, good morning, and what's your name?
I'm Sprite.
Sprite. Tell me something that only locals would know about this wall. I'll go zoom in on it in a second. Only locals would know.
So what I heard, like from my parents, this wall is the northern wall. I think that the army use when they go for fighting or stuff. They use this wall to go out. They mean lucky. They mean something that's bring a win, something like that.
Okay.
So when people come back, they will come back to their family. They will win the fight. They will just good with everything. So
All right.
I know.
Thank you very much, Sprite. Woo! All right, so this is the wall that Sprite just told me is the lucky wall. So this is where the army would go out for war and come back in, and hopefully this would give them luck in the war so they would come home from the battle. Up and down the moat, there's cute little places like this where you can come and check out. Like, that's a really cool bridge. Look at that. Gate located on each side of Chiang Mai. This one here is one of my favorite gates. I don't know, it's just something about this gate that I really like. They have this cool spirit house behind me, and every time I walk this way or I come by this way, it just looks really like ancient and majestic here. Check it out. And I think that's cool how you can see the city just right there behind it. It's like old history and new history. I guess history is old. Some people say the gates were designed to appease the spirits of the gods, and some just believe it was to keep somebody out. Others believe it was to keep some people in. Now, if you're not interested in staying in Neiman or Old Town, I would suggest that you go to Hongdong, which is kind of the same vibe as Old Town and Neiman, but without the tourist. So if you don't want to experience any tourism and anything like that, then Hongdong is probably the place for you. Another cool place is Cad Phong. That's like 30 minutes away though from Old Town.